So the first thing on the list is documents and essentials. And number one here is your passports and student visa. Very important. University admission letter and invitation letter. Your medical certificates and vaccination records. That means I remember a few times in the hostel I've been asked for my measles vaccination, and when I didn't provide them with it, they said I had to take another vaccination. So if you don't want to take another vaccination, just carry all the records of the vaccinations you've taken from childhood, from adulthood, all the vaccinations you've taken. Clear? Good. Then your travel and health insurance documents. If you have any of those, it's best to carry them as well. Your academic document, your certificates, your transcripts as well, because your certificate, your university will ask for your certificate, your university will ask for your transcript as well, so carry them. And I know, like, for some people, you will come to Russia immediately after you graduate from high school, but not to worry, you can carry your transcripts, then you ask someone to send them in, to send your certificate in when it's finally out, if you get what I mean. The other thing is passport-sized photos. You will need several of these passport-sized photos when you just come in, and you won't know where to get them from. So I would advise that you come with a lot of them. Something number one you're proud of, something that looks good, and something you can use on your student ID card, like your student card, your visa, like everywhere where it's needed. So carry something you will be proud of, okay? Carry a lot of them, 10, 20 if you want. Just carry a lot of the passport size photos. It can even help you in the years to come, okay? The other thing is cash. So it can either be in USD or in euros. So carry cash. So what's this cash needed for? So for your first essentials plus your bank cards, but you have to remember Russia at the moment doesn't support Visa or MasterCard. So you'll only be allowed to create the Mir card, like the one that's used in Russia. So forget about Visa, forget about international accounts for now, at least as of 2025. You won't have access to your Visa or MasterCard. So keep that in mind. Then carry your emergency contacts, copies of your emergency contacts, copies of important documents, just in case, just to be sure. And yeah, for the cards, your university usually helps you open a card, like a bank card, a debit card, a credit card. Especially if you're on scholarship, they'll take you through the process of opening an account, a card. Yeah. So that was all on documents and essentials. Top priority, top on your list. So let's go to the next thing. So the next thing is winter clothing. So if you're a student, that means you're coming in September, but if you come late, you'll be arriving in October, and by October, winter starts. The temperatures drop drastically, and it's not hot anymore. The sun's not out. It's really cold in October, going towards November. So some students come, yeah, September it's warm, the sun is out right now, but in October it gets really cold, especially if you're coming in November. December it's even worse. If you're coming that late, you should be in a kutka already, warm clothes as you come to Russia. So what's on my list? Before we go into the list, I would advise you come and buy most of these things here in Russia, but come as well with one item each. So for everything I mentioned here, come with one item. And then when you arrive here in Moscow or in Russia, whatever city you'll be in, you can now buy these essential items, if you get what I mean. Because if you buy them from here, they're suited for their weather, if I'm making sense. They're suited for the climate here in Russia. If you buy them from home, they might not be as warm as you would like them to be. So let's get into the list. So the first thing on the list is a heavy winter jacket. It should be waterproof and it should be well insulated. So the one I came with from home, I still have it, and I got it in 2021. I got it and I still have it, and it's so warm. Let me show you how it looks. 1 second. So yeah, I got mine from Foschini from Zambia. I don't know if Foschini is still functional to date. I don't know. But you see how warm it is? Like, it's super insulated. It's super, 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 super warm. And it really gets the job done. So this is the inside. You can see the insulation from inside. And then outside, it's like this. So if it's raining, I can't feel the rain coming inside because of how thick it is. So yeah, super warm. So this was what I came with from home. The other thing you should pack are thermal underwear. When I was coming, I didn't know what thermal underwear looked like, so let me show you what they look like. Okay, so this is what the thermal underwear look like. This is from the inside. So they are warm. You put them inside your trousers, inside your shirt. So they're like an extra lining, you get? And they're not visible, so it's like, see that? They don't have any seam on it, if you can see. So these are like the underwear. The shirt as well, it doesn't have like a lining on it. So this is the inside. You can get at least one of that from home, and then when you get here, you buy an extra, let's say 2 or 3, you'll be safe. Then the other thing is to get a sweater, like a wool sweater. Like this would be an example of one. I know I like pink. Everything I've showed you is pink. I know I'm just a girl. So a wool sweater to wear inside. So what happens most of the times, yeah, it gets so cold that I have to wear the thermal shirt plus my wool sweater plus my heavy jacket. The other thing is thick socks or thermal socks. Just any thick socks. You can also get winter boots. Winter boots, I would advise you to just get 1 pair from home. And they should be thick on the inside. Like it should have this on the inside of the boots. It shouldn't just be plain. Warm gloves, scarves, hat. I'll show you. So this is what I came with. I think mom got them for me from South Africa. And this is for the neck, to place there. Gloves, super warm. Gloves, super warm. I got this from the North Face. And also a scarf, just to be warm at all times. You should also get winter leggings or pants. I have a couple of winter leggings. So these are my winter leggings. So this is the inside. You see how thick they are? Yeah. Then the outside just comes off as normal leggings, but from the inside you can see that they have this. And come with summer and spring clothes because it won't always be winter. But I think if you come here in, let's say, October, November, you'll have time to buy like summer clothes, autumn clothes, but come with something to spare, like a light jacket, a leather jacket, a casual wear, cardigans, t-shirts. T-shirts have saved my life. They have saved my my fashion life. So if I just throw in a t-shirt and jeans, t-shirt and pants. They are very helpful if you don't want to think about what to wear. Then the other thing is jeans and trousers. My mom got me like 12 jeans when I was coming here. She got them and they've been really helpful. I don't wash every week because sometimes the week gets so hectic and I'm just like facing my books. So the jeans have helped me. I can stay like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month without caring because I have like more than 12 jeans in my wardrobe. Then comfortable shoes and sneakers. Get something that's fashionable, something you like, something that you like on yourself that makes you look good. Then comfortable shoes and sneakers. Get sunglasses, light scarves. If you're someone who's fashionable, just do you when it comes to that aspect. Then for formal or traditional wear, I won't stress this enough. Don't look down on your traditional attire from back home, wherever you're coming from. If you're coming from Botswana, Zambia, just come with your traditional wear. It looks so good. It's so prestigious. Like people want to find out where it's from. Like you're representing your country. So don't shy away from coming with them. Just pack them. So when I was coming, I think I didn't even think of it. I just came with like a chitenge African fabric, and yeah, I regretted later on. I started looking for people to make my traditional wear and stuff like that. So if you're coming, make something beautiful, something that looks good on you, something you'll be proud of to wear, like something that fits, something that's fancy, something that's fashionable, because your taste in fashion might change. So like think creative, think amazing, think outside the box. So the other thing we're going to look at is personal care and toiletries. What do you need to pack and the like? So the first things first, your preferred skincare and hair care products. So I don't even know whether to say carry a lot, carry a little, or I think I would advise you carry enough, and then when you come here, then start exploring on what you could adjust to when it comes to skincare, when it comes to hair products, because not all the things in Africa are here. But I know some brands, like there's Nivea, there's Dove, that's also available here. But for other brands, you might not find them. So you have to start adjusting. Just keep that in mind. And then for especially hair products, like, if it's that one, it's worse. If it's that one, it's worse. You might not find it, or it's expensive. So for hair products, for example, we have African shops, and African shops sell things here 2 times, 3 times more than the actual price. So if you're willing to spend that much, go ahead. But if you're not, you have to start adjusting. As simple as that. So for example, your edge control, hey, if it's that one, just pack it, because here it's so expensive. Just pack the edge control. Buy hair extensions. You can also start a business with selling hair extensions, because here they're more pricey than home. Yeah, home they're so much cheaper. So if you can get like 20-40 of them, pack them, you can even create a business of your own by selling them, make some extra money, buy more, just like that. That would be great. Then you can also get like basic toiletries like your toothpaste, toothbrush. For that, you'll be safe. There's Colgate here. If that's like the brand you're particular with, there's Colgate here. There's Sensodyne, there's Splat, so you're good with that. Feminine hygiene products, you can get some as well. They're here, so no need to worry. You can get your like nail clipper or a small grooming kit just for like something you can arrive with. Let's say you don't have nothing with you. Also get a small first aid kit. Now with the first aid kit, let me stress this enough. You get your allergy medicines if you're allergic to anything at all, so that once you arrive here, you visit the clinic, you have time to visit the clinic, explain your condition, explain your allergies, and they would recommend a type of medicine you can get for that specific condition. Then also for cramps, if you're a girl, get something for cramps. But there is something here, but just in case, okay? Just in case, for now, yes, just come in. You don't know where to go, you don't know where the pharmacies are, carry it. Painkillers as well. Cough syrups, get cough syrups. You will arrive in winter. So, and you'll be adapting to the weather and the like, so you have to have some cough syrup with you. There is something called Theraflu. I usually have it in my cabinet, but it finished, so I have to restock. So it's Theraflu. It's in every pharmacy in Russia. I'll place a picture on the screen so that you can be familiar with it. It's really good for flus and the like. Immediately you feel like you're coming up with something, just get yourself Theraflu, have it in your cabinet at all times, drink the required like dosage, and you'll be good to go. Always have vitamin D as well. Take it every day. Vitamin D and vitamin C, take them every day, especially during the winters when we have limited sunlight. Take these things every day. Okay, so let's move on to hair and beauty. So carry your oils, carry your leave-in conditioner, because it will be really hard to find leave-in conditioner. This is what I use for now. It's by this brand. Yeah, this is what I use. It's good. Yeah, it's a good conditioner. It's a leave-in conditioner. It's really good. It does get the job done, I guess. Yeah, it does get the job done. That's a brand you can use in Russia, and it's affordable as well. But if you're looking for Cantu hair products, they're more on the pricey side. So I go for products that are, Russian based, that I can use, and they are affordable. You can get your bonnet, braids. I've already spoken about the extensions, your comb, your brush, and any black hair products. If you have like a specific hair growth balm or something, carry it with you. Then until you come here, you settle down, you look around, you find ways on how you can, access your hair products. If you can't change, then that'll be good. Then for food and cooking, I'd advise you to come with like African spices, not like the regular black pepper. You'll find that here, like black pepper, these other spices, you'll find them here. Okay, I would advise you to get like the African spices, like the Maggi, the Raja, the Suya spice if you're from Ghana or Nigeria. And come with, I don't want to tell you to come with groundnuts, because I've seen groundnuts. You can literally use a blender to blend the groundnuts and you have the powder. Then dried vegetables, oh, come with them. Come with the chihuahua, come with the rape, come with them, okay? Then dried fish as well. You can come with your dried fish. You can come with a small cooking pot as well, and a small cooking stick. This, yeah, like if you're just arriving, it will be so easy for you. At least you have a pot to cook and the like, or else you'll be buying things from outside until you can buy like your pots, especially if you're living in a dormitory. That won't be provided for you. But if you go into an apartment, if you arrive in an apartment, usually apartments are well stocked. They have pots, they have cutlery, you have a stove, you have microwave, everything is there. But if you're arriving in the dormitory, just come a small pot, a small cooking stick, a small plate, a small cup, just not too much, just something to arrive with. I won't stress. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to electronics. So for electronics, come with a laptop or charger. But for the laptop, if you're coming here and you're studying in Russian, I always advise that you come and buy a laptop from here, because it will come with a keyboard having the Russian alphabet alongside the English alphabet, so it will be easier for you to use. Then come with your phone and charger, a power bank, a universal power adapter. So Russia uses like the type C and F plugs, 220 V. So I'll show it to you. Let me show it to you. This is how the socket looks like in Russia. So I got myself a plug as well, and if you could see, there are 2 holes in it, just two. So then you can come with your flash drive, your hard drive, your headphones, earphones. Then for stationery, when I was coming, I carried like a whole pile of books, pens, and stationery. Don't do that. I think just come with one big notebook, maybe like 3 pens, pencils. Don't do too much. You buy them from here. I'll link everything down. I'll link Wildberries. Wildberries, I think, yeah, it's better to use. So I'll link Wildberries essentials in my description. So then the other thing is to carry for this one, bed linen, towels, water bottles. Your dormitory provides you with them, but they're not of high quality, and if you don't like sharing, because they recycle, and they're faded. So if you can like, okay, when you just arrive, you use them, then you can use those and then buy new beddings. You have time to buy new beddings. I'd advise you to do that instead of like carrying from home heavy stuff. I'd advise you to do that. Or okay, I'll save that. I'll save the or for later, because I have a strategy for you could use. Okay, there's a strategy I thought of that you can use even before you come to Russia. You already have things in your cart, so hold up. Okay, now the next thing I'll go into is money and banks. So bring at least 500 to 1000 USD. So this would help for the first month of you being in Russia. So it will help with opening a SIM card, with transport, with your dorm fees, with your medical insurance. So mostly for transport, it's quite pricey if you don't have the social card. So when you arrive, you start processing your social card, the transport will be higher. So that's why I'm giving that range. So then keep in mind that the visas are not visas, MasterCards are not operational at the moment in Russia because of the sanctions. So you will not be able to access Visa or MasterCard. So keep that in mind. Those are just some of the disadvantages we are facing. And for now, would I tell you to come? I don't know. I just think it's a mindset kind of thing. So that'll be your decision. Research about the sanctions, if you can live with them or if you can live without them, if you can do without them. But as far as I'm concerned, like we have our own systems of sending money back home or receiving money in Russia. So the own Zambian community, we have people who help us with transfers. So I wouldn't say it's bad entirely. We've learned to adapt with the situation that we are currently in. So there's that. I don't want to paint a picture that everything is rosy. It's not. But we have adapted, if that makes sense. Okay, so now let's go to things you shouldn't overpack. Don't overpack clothes. Don't overpack textbooks. Don't overpack house appliances like kettle. You buy these things from here. An iron, you get it from here. If it's an iron, each university has. You could go to your administrator to ask for one. You might not even need to buy an iron, but you know, just to have your own thing, you could buy one as well. So for the final thing I wanted to talk about was, you could do this. This is a strategy I thought of. Whilst in Zambia, download the Wildberries app. This is how it looks like. Download the Wildberries app. Then look for what you would need. So, for example, bed linens. Add them to your cart. Add them to your cart. Then, what else will you need? Toiletries and the like. Add them to your cart. Pots, kettle, and the like. You won't be allowed to have a microwave in your room. It depends on the university, but they're usually in the kitchen, so don't bother about that. Maybe a kettle, yes. A kettle, pots, a blender, and all the like. Add them to your cart. Then when you come here, or you can just list them down, list them down. And then when you come here, download the app, then add them to your cart, buy them. They usually deliver them within 3 days and you don't have to wait that long. Just make sure you know how much. Why I'm telling you to add them to your cart is because I want you to know how much everything would cost you so that you're not short of anything. So check out the prices. The amounts are usually in rubles. Not even usually, they are in rubles. So you have to translate that amount to Kwacha, USD, whatever amount in whatever area, so that you know how much you will need even when coming here, So I'll link everything down in the description box. I'll link the Wildberries app, the Yandex app, Ozon app. These are 3 apps you can use to do your shopping. I will link the bank apps as well. For bank apps, there are usually 4 bank apps that are most common in Russia. There's Sberbank, Tinkoff, VTB, Alfa Bank. Yeah, so these 4 banks are common here, so I'll link them in the description box and you can check them out. I use 3. I use VTB, I use Tinkoff, and I use Sberbank. Each of them have their own advantages, so yeah, I'll link them in my description box as well. You can open their accounts online or you can visit them at their branch. So when you come into Russia, they're easy to access. Just go to Yandex Maps, search for the bank you want, Sberbank, VTB, type it in, or Tinkoff. For Tinkoff, they don't have like a physical place, So they usually, everything they do is digital. So if you want to open an account with them, you go through the process online, you call them, someone will come to your address and they'll help you with opening an account and everything. It's safe, don't worry. It's safe. It's a well-known bank. Yeah, so what else? So I think that was all for this video. If you have any questions at all, if you need me to go into further details on where you can get most of your items from when you finally arrive Russia, please do ask me questions and I will be of help. I'll create a video and be of help. Okay, so that was all for this video. See you in my next one.